There's an old beer commercial in which a couple is driving down a dark country road and they spot a hitchhiker with a case of beer and a live chainsaw. The driver wants to pick up the hitchhiker because he advertises something he wants, the beer, but is blind to the chainsaw. Blind trust can be like picking up a hitchhiker on a dark, deserted road hoping to tap into his case of beer, but not seeing the torture device behind his back. You must make your trust an asset to be earned by others. Let actions speak louder than words. When you allow words to disarm your trust or BS meter, you become vulnerable to attack. When you pick up hitchhikers and salivate at their case of beer, you might be blinded to their chainsaw. One of the worst employees I ever hired was a pathological liar who stole from me. Why on earth did I hire her? She disarmed me with words. During the interview process, she told me that she sang in the church choir and was a religious woman. While I didn't ask anything pertaining to religion, she assumed that I assigned honesty to religion. She was right, and it dismantled my defenses. I hired her without verification, and it took me several years to uncover the truth. Verify first, trust later. Former President Ronald Reagan once said, "Trust, but verify." When I hired the liar, I trusted but didn't verify. It took several robberies, video cameras, and public record searches to uncover the truth. I verified too late and it cost me. The most egregious cases of trust are our financial system. Bernard Madoff perpetrated the largest Ponzi scheme ever, and billions of dollars were lost. How does one man siphon billions from millions? Unverified trust. Thousands trusted Madoff and thousands failed to verify. Those who did verify didn't invest, and some even blew the whistle. We are a trusting people and we want to believe the best. We want to believe in fairy tales and happily ever after. We want to believe that for 2 easy payments of $39.95, we can make millions investing in no money down real estate. When I started my entrepreneurial career fresh out of college, I trusted everyone. I bought all kinds of crazy schemes that promised me a road to wealth. What happens when you trust everyone? You get burned. You get lazy. You hire criminals. When you trust everyone, you engage in business opportunities that violate the commandment of control. You allow others to dictate your financial road trip. And when that happens, you crash and burn. There is only one person you can blindly trust in this world, and that is you. Why so cynical? If you don't understand now, you will later. When you serve millions, you come in contact with millions. Only then will you understand the essence of the consumer/producer equation. Your eyes will be open to how many people will go the extra mile to try to screw you. There is no place safe from liars, con artists, thieves, and crooks. These people commiserate in the least likely of places, your community church, that harmonic dating website, and at your posh country club. If I lose $10,000 on an investment that I meticulously investigated, I can deal with it. Easy come, easy go. Yet, if I have $10,000 stolen from me because I blindly trusted someone who I let into my vehicle, it's different. Today I trust no one but give everyone the opportunity to prove trust. There are a lot of good people in this world, and they do outnumber the bad by a wide margin. It just takes a mild effort to find them and keep them in your life. Just be careful who you pick up on the side of the road. Don't be tempted by a cold brew but be blinded to the chainsaw. Fire reckless chauffeurs. Are inmates running the asylum? When you're not home, who runs your castle? Who chauffeurs your business? Providing great customer service is one thing, getting employees to deliver it is another. When you shift your focus to the bottom line, often the front line is sacrificed. How much is that untrained $8 per hour front desk person with a bad attitude really costing you? To make customers disciples of your business, employees have to share your customer service philosophy. You can't let any employee ruin a multimillion-dollar investment. All the intangibles in the world can't change a poor customer service experience. After a 9-day stay in Las Vegas, I learned how robotic service is the ultimate of business liabilities, regardless of poshness. Most people vacation in Vegas to escape from coworkers, incompetent employees, dirty houses, traffic, and your typical menagerie of life's dramas. Vegas is supposed to be an escape. Compliments of my friend's company, which was participating in a convention. My Vegas stay started at the Rio Hotel. I had never stayed at the Rio and normally wouldn't consider this hotel The hotel was somewhat hoary and dated, the bed was stiff and the accommodations worn. Nonetheless, I found the staff very nice. The dealers were friendly and the casino staff was accommodating to our minor requests. I enjoyed my stay. After 3 days at the Rio, my hotel stay transferred over to the Venetian Hotel, a hotel that my American Express concierge arranged. For those unfamiliar with the Venetian, it is a new hotel with opulent architecture, ornate columns and corbels, lavish chandeliers, and other affluent appointments that would make anyone feel like royalty. My stay at the Venetian was for 6 days. Unfortunately, after 6 days, I will never return. Loved the fancy Italian architecture, but their people suck. Our nightmare started on day 1 and continued every single day, marred by poor human experiences, unresponsive housekeeping, unacceptable hold times to hotel services, failure to deliver promises, mechanized staff, overcharging, and, overall, a failure to provide an escape. There are 2 critical lessons in this experience. 1. A sucks customer service philosophy must be delivered by your employees. 2. Spectacular product features can't overcome poor service. First, employees must deliver your customer service philosophy. Your people are ambassadors of your business and they communicate your vision. Essentially, they're business chauffeurs, and if they're reckless, your vision is destroyed. Your employees drive the public's perception of your company. Was it the Venetian's policy to treat me with such disrespect and disinterest? Doubtful. The failure was in the communication lines from management to employee. Not just one employee but several. You can't be driving the ship all day. Your employees carry the water buckets, and if they aren't ordained in service, they hijack business and create liabilities. Customer service philosophy is irrelevant if employees don't translate that philosophy into frontline action. The second lesson is this: no amount of spectacular product features, such as great technology, snazzy websites, or great architecture, lavishly appointed hotels, can compensate for poor customer service. Despite the Venetian's billion-dollar appearance, the marble floors and the ornate columns, their customer service sucked. Yet, at the Rio Hotel, customer service was excellent, which translated into a great experience, despite the hotel's dated building. This incongruity represents a one-way street. Fanatical customer service that SUCS, can help compensate for shortcomings, but fanatical features cannot compensate for poor customer service or poor human interaction. The Venetian's floor could have been made of solid gold. It wouldn't have mattered. Nothing overcomes poor human experiences. You could own the best hotel in the world located on the best beach in California, but if customers are treated like inconveniences and requests go unfulfilled, they won't return. Exponential business growth is fueled by fanatical customer service, and your frontline employees must share your vision. It doesn't come from boastful mission statements plastered on the CEO's office wall. Chapter Summary: FastLane Distinctions. A business partnership is as important as a marriage. A good accountant and attorney will save you thousands, perhaps millions. Accountants and attorneys have the keys to your castle. Make sure you trust them fully because they have the power to right or wrong you. Unmitigated trust exposes you to unmitigated risk. Unverified trust can lead to uncontrollable consequences. Your employees communicate the public's perception of your company. Fanatical customer service can overcome shortcomings, but fanatical features can't overcome poor customer service. Customer service philosophy is delivered from human interactions, not ambitious mission statements on a wall plaque in the CEO's office. 42. Be someone's savior. A market is never saturated with a good product, but it is very quickly saturated with a bad one. Henry Ford. Your knight in shining armor. Is your product or service the knight in shining armor for someone? Is it going to save the day? Or is your knight cut from the fabric of selfishness, fueled by your hopes that it will gallop in on a black stallion and make you rich while simultaneously allowing you to be your own boss? The crowded world of a Me Too. Me Too businesses make Me Too incomes. It isn't hard to find businesses founded on something other than a need. They have no differentiation or uniqueness, and they sink into a crowded abyss of Me Too and make their owners crazy once the illusion of be your own boss fades. Businesses founded on false premises will rocket to the bin of commoditization and force you to do the inevitable, to play checkers. What is commoditization? Commoditization is a product or service that appears homogeneous among providers. For example, a service that has been heavily commoditized is air travel. Most people aren't loyal to any particular airline, they're loyal to the company with the best price. The product becomes commoditized. Another example is gas. I get gas at any of 7 different gas stations because the product is commoditized. People tend to make buying decisions for commoditized goods and services based on one metric, price. If you don't, it's because the business has done a good job differentiating its product from the alternatives. If your product doesn't stand out in the crowd, it doesn't stand a chance and you're forced into the strategy of cutting prices to stand out from the crowd. Get in business for the right reason. Why are you in business? Most likely for the wrong reason. A perfect example is the limo industry, where new companies recirculate like turnstiles at the train station. What compels someone to open a limousine business? Rarely because of need. Nope, people get into the business because they are fulfilling their own selfish need, because they just want to, just like I wanted to years ago. In fact, the limo business appears to be some sort of graduation from taxi driver. Did the market need a new limousine company? Was their intent to deliver a superior product that stands above the competition? Nope. The intent was selfish. I want to own a limo company, so I'm going to start one. This creates excess supply and weak demand, too many limos running around and not enough customers. When supply exceeds demand, prices must drop. Suddenly, the product becomes commoditized. Your total disregard toward market needs leads down the road to commoditization, where you must sell your soul to the buyer who wants the cheapest price. Where does this insanity start? People start businesses they have no business starting. People start businesses doing what they love or doing what they know.